Good afternoon, everybody. So sorry for delaying another video. So my mood has been thoroughly crappy. That's PTSD for you, so I'm sorry. The last thing that needed to be done on this is the throttle linkage. I have it fixed now, so I'm just turning it on to show you guys how it works. My steering is being stupid again, whatever. So when I pull on the throttle, I'm going to turn the light on. Hang on a second, guys. You can barely see anything. So, you can see the slide opening and closing in the carburetor. And it pulls it with a linkage right there. Okay. I had to put this on and this on, which runs the brakes. So if I want to stop, instead of pulling, which opens the throttle, I do this, which then, see how it engages that spring? Sorry. See how it engages that spring, and that's how it engages the brakes. Right down there. So I also put a pull starter back on it. For whatever reason, this motor, because of how tight it is, brand new, does not like the electric. And if it backfires at all while you're trying to start it with the electric starter, it will shatter the one-way bearing, and I'll show you what I mean. So, I'm on my fourth one-way bearing right now, you guys. So, here's one. See? Cracked the outside. And these all cracked with a backfire. Okay? The last one that broke, when it backfired, look at the tip of that starter shaft. Okay? And it nicked the outside of the rod on the piston a little bit. Probably won't affect the piston at all. So I had to replace this in the one-way bearing. And it was cheaper for me to buy the whole housing on the back of the motor and the pull start through A-Man than it was to buy, and that's A-Man Hobbies, than it was to buy one-way bearing. And that back housing came with the bearing. So, we'll see how it goes from here. Maybe the next day, too, I'll get it started. I've got to get some tuning from the factory. The tuning was totally way off. And now I've been having to try to get it to run. The first fuel I ran in it ran great, but the oil content, it was too low for my opinion, in my opinion. And so I went to a higher oil content fuel. And that's why I'm having a hard time getting it to run on. But I'm not racing. But generally speaking, you want a little bit better oil content. The other stuff was 9. This stuff's like 13 or 14. So, but there's the update on this bad boy. When I did have it running on the first fuel, it ran okay. Just had problems with the one-way bearing breaking. And both the manufacturer and the person I bought it from being stupid about it. Other than that, that's just a quick update on my Redcat Racing Earthquake 3.5. I don't expect much from me next week because my family and I will be on vacation. But there will be maybe 1 or 2 more this week. But this is Eric with Shadow Ups RC, out.